We have some news coming out of Lucasfilm today that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny has been undergoing reshoots, and it seems that Phoebe Waller-Bridge's role is being significantly reduced. According to some industry insiders, Bob Iger sat down and watched the movie over the holidays and gave a call to Kathleen Kennedy, and I'll read this from this article here from Bounding Into Comics. Allegedly over the holidays, he, Bob Iger, got to sit down and watch Indy 5, according to someone in the know. Bob allegedly watched the entire thing and never said a word. After the movie was done, he called Kathleen Kennedy and asked her, was she really responsible for what he'd witnessed? After a few moments, Iger said to Kennedy, well, I'll give you two choices. Either you fix this or you can foot the bill because I won't allow this to be shown. That's pretty amazing when you would say that you're not going to allow an Indiana Jones movie to be shown. But the simple fact is, if it's a bad movie, people are not going to go see it. All the money that they've spent on this, I'm sure that Harrison Ford demanded a pretty penny to come back as Indiana Jones. They're going to need to figure out how to make their money back. And because of Kathleen Kennedy's track record for what she's done to Star Wars, you know that if she is left to her own devices with this movie, that it's just going to be ruined, and it's going to be a feminist nightmare that's going to put Indy in the back seat, and it's going to put this Phoebe Waller-Bridge in the driver's seat. And that's not what we want. When I go to see an Indiana Jones movie, I want to see an Indiana Jones movie. I don't need to see a movie about this woman who is a toxic virtue signaler, a toxic feminist, and is just going to just ruin the movie for me and make it so that I don't really want to watch it. Supposedly, they've done a bunch of reshoots. They've cut her out of the movie quite a bit. I'm stressing that this is just a rumor. This is a highly fluid situation. Disney's come to realize that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is problematic. Lines that were meant to be funny and endearing in a sassy Princess Leia kind of way are delivered with Fleabag's patented snarkiness. She's abrasive, she's insulting to Indy, and she just weighs down the movie. He later states, but the bottom line is, folks, in addition to the new ending, they are radically re-editing the film to introduce a new element in the story. Phoebe Waller-Bridge gets kidnapped and vanishes for a large part of the film and then has to be saved by Indy. Now, we all kind of got a hint of this back in December when John Williams told audience at a concert in Italy that he was playing three pieces from Indiana Jones 5 and said that he was going to have to go back here shortly and do some reshoots because they were reshooting the ending. And then the director, James Mangold, claimed that Williams was mistaken when questioned about his comments on Twitter. Mangold tweeted, John was mistaken, maybe read Twitter too much. Well, apparently he wasn't that mistaken because they say that this is actually taking place, and not only are they reshooting the ending, but they're reshooting quite a bit of the movie and re-editing it so that it focuses more on Indy and less on Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Now, they do say that there's still a possibility that Indy may die at the end of this movie. It always seems like that's Harrison Ford's goal, is to kill off his characters. He wanted Han Solo to die at the end of Empire Strikes Back. He finally got his wish in The Force Awakens. Now he probably wants Indiana Jones to die. In the test endings, they were saying that he was going to die, and instantly Phoebe Waller-Bridge was going to take up the mantle of the hat and the whip and be the new Indiana Jones. And now they're saying that that is just not true and that is not going to happen. You see here early rumors regarding Phoebe Waller-Bridge's role in the film claim she would replace Indiana Jones by the end of the movie. They further reported this past November, we've been told out of the 6 endings they tested, the best one gets a 35% approval rating from test audiences, and that Bridge was to put the hat on in every ending. All my spies actually said was Phoebe Waller-Bridge puts on Indy's hat, takes Indy's whip, and in a brave and stunning display of girl power, she becomes the bestest Indy ever at the end of all 6 versions of the movie. Well, it doesn't seem like that's going to be happening now. After Bob Iger saw it, he decided that that is a bad idea. They need to be able to make money off of this. Like I said earlier, if you go by Kathleen Kennedy's track record, it's just going to be a terrible thing that will happen. And once the first few people see it and they report that, hey, this is a feminist nightmare, then people are just not going to go see it. So tell me what you thought about the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time.